Mental development, part 3, struggling and academia. It's important to understand if there's one takeaway from this presentation, it's that struggling with a challenging mental workout develops the brain just as struggling with a physical workout develops the body. Unfortunately, it's not widely understood. If someone's struggling to reach a new physical goal in the gym, they're usually admired. Imagine someone trying to back squat 300 pounds for the first time. Get it off the rack, go down, start to come up. Everybody's watching. They're struggling. They're struggling to get it all the way up. And maybe they get it, maybe they bail. Nobody's ashamed. Everybody's impressed with the attempt. But if someone's struggling in school to understand something, they think something's wrong. They're ashamed. They think they shouldn't have to struggle. My students say, "Professor, can we meet? I'm really struggling in your class." I don't know what to say to this. I say, "You're welcome. I mean, if you want to develop, you're going to have to struggle. It's the only way I can make it. The problem's easy. We can lift the 5-pound pink weights, but you're not going to develop." It doesn't make any sense. Students say, "I spent an hour on that problem you gave me. I didn't get it. What a waste of time." I can't imagine a better way for a student to spend an hour, a better investment in their future, than to think really hard for an hour. Send that message to your brain. This is what I do. I need those connections. Build those connections for me. Strengthen those connections. I need an 8-lane superhighway in my frontal cortex so I can solve really hard problems. Sometimes I give a student a problem and they say, "I don't know how to do this problem." I believe you. You have to think. You have to try to figure it out for yourself. How do you expect me to do the problem when you don't show me how? You're the teacher. That's your job. That's not my job. The mission statement of the university is to develop personal and professional excellence. If somebody tells you how to do the problem, that doesn't produce personal and professional excellence. You have to be able to figure things out for yourself. Struggle for a long time. Students don't want to struggle in general. This is all in general. Their parents don't want them to struggle. Their parents are ashamed that their students struggling in school. Teachers don't want their students to struggle. Administrators want to keep the students happy. They want retention. They don't want to lose any students. Struggling is avoided. You can give the students easy problems and tell them how to get the answer. If you see this, do this. Here's the steps. Students don't develop the ability to struggle with really hard problems. And that part of their brain atrophies. Those cells are gone. Employers know this. Google says we don't even ask for GPA or test scores anymore because they don't correlate with success at the company. Academic environments are artificial. People are trained to be students. They're really good at studenting. They're not good at thinking for themselves and coming up with creative ideas. Students are trained to give answers. Problems they have to figure out. That's what's important. Of course, that's what's important. When I'm recruiting, I'm not looking for someone with straight A's. I'm looking for someone with a few unexcused absences. Tom Peters in The Pursuit of Wow. And the reason why he says this is straight A students typically, in general, they're really good at following directions. They're great at doing what they're told. They show up, they work hard. It's great to have people like this working for your company, people that show up and work hard. However, these people usually get paid for their time, not their mind. They're not innovative, creative, and brilliant. It's unlikely they will have a new idea come out of their brain because academia does not demand that you have new ideas. Academia demands that you're good at assimilating the old ideas. Steve Jobs says, "We don't hire smart people and tell them what to do. We hire smart people so they can tell us what to do." By smart, Jobs means clever, creative. Their brain has developed the thinking part. They can solve really hard problems with new ideas. They say, "Hey, what if we did it like this?" And everybody goes, "Oh man, I didn't think of that. That's such a great idea." So if you know a young person that would love to develop his or her thinking skills, so you can encourage him or her to struggle mightily with challenging problems, that's what you have to do. If you have a good coach, it's important because we can give the student the appropriate level of problems based on the student's interest. And a good coach can provide guardrails, motivation to keep the student struggling heroically and efficiently. That's the goal. The more struggle, the more development. So if you're looking for a good mental fitness coach for someone that you care about or yourself, you're invited to go to edmeyer.phd/coaching to learn more about what we offer. Thanks for watching.